set today. I've recently developed a rather serious prejudice against people who drive trucks. Anyone share this? Anyone feeling this? Any truck drivers in the crowd? I see you're looking away. That's fine. It's just that my only problem is it's like you guys drive like you know you're gonna survive whatever car accident you cause. Yeah, exactly. You know what you're doing out there. It's like, man, I guess we're going into a merge lane, but I'll survive this, so you got some choices to make. I'm just preemptively driving off the road now anytime I see an F-150. I remember when trucks used to haul things instead of a person's entire political identity. Yeah. Now every time I get cut off by a truck, I gotta see like 2 giant Confederate flags, a bunch of InfoWar bumper stickers, maybe a Punisher skull. I actually stopped supporting the Second Amendment because one of these trucks cut me off, and that's really sad. I miss my guns. I had to give them all the goodwill. Very depressed about that. But I shouldn't give truck drivers too much crap, because truck drivers, as people, they will actually help you if you have problems, right? Like if your car is stuck in a ditch, a truck driver is going to help you get out of that. If you need help moving, you can always call your truck driver friend. But if I were to call my left-leaning friends, the only thing that happens is they show up and then immediately unionize. Hate it. Hey guys, you want to help me move? I'll buy you all a pizza. How about a living wage? Dude, you are not a friend. Not like truck driver guy. You know who I really hate? 2-seater sports car guys. Because they spent more money on a vehicle just to exclude people. Yeah. That guy is never driving anyone to the airport. Oh, I'm sorry, there's no trunk space. That's where I keep all my condoms. It's like, what a dick. I hate it. So my roommate, she was criticizing me for mansplaining. And I think my problem with this is, women have a word for when men over-explain things, but we don't have a word for when women don't explain very obvious concepts and then get mad at me for me not knowing the very obvious thing. Right? And that's bullshit. Yeah, this guy gets it. This guy's got the courage to go with them. Yeah. But no, I'll give you an example. Apparently, if you don't clean the lint trap, you can start a fire when you use your dryer. Yeah, I didn't know that. And if she had just taken the time to explain that to me, we wouldn't have had a problem in our house, and she'd still have a cat. Yeah. She also thinks I'm not very empathetic. If you don't know what empathy is, it's kind of like being psychic with feelings. Yeah. But no, get this. Her idea of being a good person involves any time that she feels bad, I'm also supposed to feel bad. That sounds like an incredibly selfish thing to ask people to do, right? If you're feeling bad, the goal shouldn't be for me to also feel bad and be down here with you. If anything, we should be working on getting you up here at neutral, where we both don't care about your dead cat. Right? Yeah! Lady from outside, she's all about it. Yes! Down with empathy. So I was having an argument with my roommate about stuck porn. Anyone know what stuck porn is? Anyone want to tell on themselves? This guy, yes. All about it. His date, a little reluctant. But now she's stuck in the audience next to him. Isn't that fun? Where everyone knows. Stuck porn is basically where the scenario in porn where a lady, is doing something around the house. Maybe she's fumbling with an end table and then suddenly becomes stuck there. And then when she calls out for help, a guy shows up, and instead of helping her, he just sort of starts banging her. And she's not angry. She's not calling the cops. It's kind of like, well, if this is the only way out, But I was of the opinion that, hey, this is kind of creepy. Maybe she should call the cops. But my roommate, she was telling me, well, no, James, this is so ridiculous. It's obviously a gag. Look, if I were ever to actually get stuck around the house in some dumb piece of furniture, you'd be allowed to just start fucking me. It'd be fine. Seriously, it's never gonna happen. And we both just sort of laughed it off, because obviously that was never gonna happen. until 3 days later. She did, in fact, get stuck in the living room couch. Yeah, right between the cushions where I had set the bear trap. Yeah, okay. We were pro that. Interesting. Now, my roommate, she actually just broke up with her boyfriend because she found out he was cheating on her with 5 different women. Yeah, that's a lot. And now he's stalking her, which is kind of ridiculous, right? Because the whole charm of having a stalker is that they only have eyes for you, right? Like when I stalk a lady, she's my one and only, right? If I'm stalking you, you're gonna get notes of affirmation found in your purse or maybe casually written on the fog of your bathroom mirror. You're gonna get those candid shots of yourselves out in public when you're not looking at the camera. If you've ever seen a lady's Instagram where she's just looking fantastic shopping or maybe eating and she's not looking at the camera, that's not something she planned. She just has a stalker who cares. Yeah. But this guy, he could just be following other women on the side, you know? This is like all the dangers of a normal stalker with none of the respect. Like, ladies, imagine you're in the parking lot. Some guy jumps out from behind you, grabs you, drags you to his car, and when you get there, there's already some other woman tied up in the back seat. Wouldn't you just feel underappreciated? Yeah. Do better, men. But we should have known he was a bad guy from the start, because he was always really confident when he talked to women. And I think the only reason people are really confident when they, approach the opposite sex is because they know they're going to be the crazy one in that relationship. That's why I think ideally we should all be tentatively afraid of each other, right? Like, ladies, if you're talking to a new guy, he might seem like a genuinely nice guy, but you always got to keep it in the back of your head that he might try to physically harm you one day. And guys, if you're talking to a girl, she might seem kind of nice, but you always got to keep it in the back of your head that she might try to say something that'll cause you to physically harm her one day. So you see, we just all got things to be concerned about. So my roommate, she tried to get me on this double date. And because we're all very socially liberal, the 2 women in our party, they wanted to go to a gay bar to hang out. So we go to this gay bar on a double date, and shortly into the night, the 2 women in our party order drinks and then immediately go to the restroom. So now me and this other guy have to watch their drinks as if anyone's gonna do anything to their drinks at the gay bar. But as I'm standing there, I'm thinking, oh no, now with all the women here, all these gay guys are gonna start hitting on me, and I'm gonna feel really uncomfortable. And it turns out the only thing more uncomfortable than a bunch of gay men hitting on me is having a bunch of gay men hit on my more attractive friend standing next to me. It wasn't even just the gay guys, too. It was like the trans people. It was the women who came just to dance, I was getting passed up by the entire Kinsey scale. And what really hurt was we were talking, we were laughing at each other's jokes. Why didn't they think he was with me? Was this man so far out of my league that they just thought they could roll up and take my man from me? Bullshit. I had to chase one of these gay guys out of the bar screaming, hey, you get back here and compliment my eyes this instant. He did not, however, as I am a bit of an ugly crier, I'll admit. I am, however, happy that I can just go into a gay bar and not normally feel that insecure, because I remember in high school, being gay was like this awful thing, because I'm older. It's cool now, man, but back then in the early 2000s, you had to protect your heterosexual image. And I had this gay friend in high school, right? And I was cool with that, but he wore these things called Bermuda shorts. Anyone familiar with Bermuda shorts? Okay, yeah, they're like these really tight, very effeminate shorts with stylish rips in them. And I was worried that if we were ever hanging out, people would think I was gay too, because he was wearing these really effeminate shorts. So I thought of something. I'd tease him about his shorts, and then maybe he'd stop wearing them. So one day he comes up to me. He's like, hey, James, what's going on? And I'm like, hey, buddy, do they call those things Bermuda shorts? Because when you put them on, your penis disappears? Yeah, nice A nice little wholesome Bermuda Triangle joke. He laughed, I laughed, and it worked, you know? He stopped wearing the shorts. In fact, he stopped wearing those shorts up into the day he killed himself. Guess what the shorts really made disappear was my friend. Yeah. No, guys, he didn't kill himself because I made fun of his shorts, okay? He actually went on to marry my sister. Yeah. And then he killed himself. So it was probably something she said, right? All right, you've all been great. Thank you very much. Give it up for your host, Ginger Kelly. If you like my set, I got some bumper sectors on selling after the show. All right, take it easy.
Keep it going for James Hollingsworth. He can hear you. Hell yeah, we're working hard up here tonight. I do have some announcements so we can keep moving forward. We've got the Laugh Lab open mic. It is every first Thursday of the month, so if you think you want